Kindersley Social Television, brought to you by Kindersley Castle Building Center for all your lumber, building materials, and hardware. Welcome to Kindersley Social TV. This is the weekly edition. I'm Madeline McPhee. This week's news is sponsored by Merlin Electronics, Kindersley's original source for electronics. Get vocal about shopping local. There are so many reasons to shop local. By supporting our local businesses, you are supporting the community as a whole. Did you know that in the past 5 years, Kindersley businesses gave back over $900,000 to charities and nonprofits and over $1.4 million to local recreation and sports organizations? Please visit shopkindersley.ca to help support our local businesses. Visit kindersleysocial.ca for more information. A reminder to wear your mask. Residents are reminded that masks are required in public indoor spaces in Saskatchewan. Many places in Kindersley, such as the town office and public library, are following the provincial health regulations in order to keep everyone safe, so please be patient with them. The masking order is targeted to be lifted in late October, at which time a full proof of vaccination or a negative test requirement will have been fully implemented for approximately 3 weeks. For a full list of rules and exemptions, please visit saskatchewan.ca. Declawing is now illegal in Saskatchewan. The Saskatchewan Veterinarian Medical Association recently announced that declawing is now illegal in Saskatchewan. Despite its name, declawing isn't just the removal of a cat's claws. If the same procedure was performed on a human, his fingers would be amputated at the last knuckle. Some suggestions to help with your cat scratching are covering the claws with nail caps or giving your cat nail trims, both of which a groomer can help you with. COVID vaccination record available with QR code. With proof of vaccination soon to be a requirement in Saskatchewan, residents with a MySask Health Record account at eHealth Saskatchewan are now able to view their COVID-19 vaccination record in a new format that includes a QR code. The new format with QR code also notes the individual's names, type of vaccine administered, date, country of insurance, and lot number. When required to show proof of vaccinations, residents can show QR code on their mobile phone, printed QR code, wallet cards received at the time of immunization. To see how to access your QR code, please visit kindersleysocial.ca for further information. Sports, sponsored by the Tint Doctor. We've got you covered. Clippers add Cash Arnston to the team. The Iron Horse Kindersley Clippers have added Cash Arnston from Larange Ice Wolves to their roster. Before playing with the Ice Wolves, Arnston spent 2 seasons with the Swift Current Legionnaires U18 AAA, where he was named captain during the last season. With the addition of Cash, the Clippers now have 3 second-generation players, with locals Tylen and Ethan Hilbig rounding out the trio. Join the Kindersley Soccer Board. While Kindersley soccer fans have been anxiously waiting for the start of the 2021-2022 indoor season, additional support is necessary before the season can kick off. Board members are required if the season is to move forward. There are currently 5 board members, which 1 member soon to be stepping down. If you are interested in joining the board and supporting the Kindersley soccer community, please reach out via the Kindersley Soccer Facebook page. Volunteers needed. If you have some spare time and want to support our local team, please consider volunteering, as the Kindersley Clippers are looking for game day volunteers. Call or text 306-430-8011 or email clippermarketing@gmail.com. Weather, sponsored by Achieve, the science of growing. Temperatures look set to drop as we head into October. The first half of October should still see plenty of sun, though, with highs in the low teens and lows of 3 to 5 degrees. This week's movie is Venom, Let There Be Carnage, playing October 1st to the 5th. Over a year after the events of Venom, investigative journalist Eddie Brock struggles to adjust to life as the host of the alien symbiote Venom, which grants him superhuman abilities in order to be a lethal vigilante. Brock attempts to reignite his career by interviewing. This week's events are sponsored by Normac Construction. In honor of International Literacy Day, the West Central Literacy Committee is holding a table draw. Draw boxes are in Kindersley, Rosetown, Elrose, Carrabber, Bigger, and Davidson, so be sure to head down to your local library and enter for a chance to win. Kindersley Screen Arts presents. Kindersley Screen Arts, along with TIFF, are thrilled to present The Exchange. The Exchange tells the story of a socially awkward teen that decides to import a mail-order best friend from France. Instead, he ends up with a personal nightmare, a cologne-soaked, chain-smoking, sex-obsessed youth who quickly becomes hero of the community. Bowling in Kindersley starts the first week of October, Tuesday, October 5th at 7 p.m. and the 6th at 7:30 p.m. For mixed leagues, call the bowling center at 306-463-3066 or reach out on Facebook. Smile Cookie Campaign a success. The town of Kindersley and volunteers from Better Together wrapped up their Tim Hortons Smile Cookies campaign. Cookies were available from September 13th to the 19th, with half of the proceeds going to the playground upgrades in town and the other half of the proceeds will go to Better Together Mental Health Initiative. In total, $4,935 was raised. Thank you to everyone who participated. Feed Kindersley. Feed Kindersley, a loaves and fishes initiative. Do you or someone you know need food? Don't go hungry. Call 306-463-6146 or text 306-460-9304. Feed Kindersley would like to thank the community for their support. As the demand continues to grow for their services, they look forward to expanding not only the quantity but also the variety of their menu. Welcome to KSTV. Here today I have Deputy Chief Mitch Hope, Public Education Officer, here to talk about Fire Prevention Week. Can you tell me how you first became involved in the department?
That's a really big question. It's in my family. My dad joined in the 80s. Then I joined in 2003. My little brother joined in 2005. We've all been a part of the fire service for a long time and still currently are all members.
Why is public education so important to you?
Public education is vital to every fire department. It brings so much information to light for every age group, from preschool right up to our seniors. It reteaches information, reinforces information. Sometimes the information changes, and it helps us fight fires before they ever start.
What are some ways you deliver this information to the public?
We have many different venues that we like to go with. We do hall tours with our play school groups, some of the in-home learning groups and other organizations as well. They come right to our fire hall. Usually those groups are younger, 3, 4, 5, 6-year-olds. We take them through the fire hall. We try to get them comfortable with us and our equipment. For that age group, that's some of the most valuable information, so they're not scared of us. For some of the older groups, once we get into kindergarten, grade 1, grade 2, up to grade 4, we really try to work with fire safety in regards to not playing with matches, your stop, drop, and rolls, the importance of covering your face. 911, knowing how to tell them where you live, how to get there, whether it's a street address or a farm address, what the emergency is, what to expect when you call that. It's all really important information, and it changes as the kids grow. Then we get into our senior homes, which that information is always changing as well. It's a lot of kitchen safety, not blocking the hallways, not ignoring the fire alarms, which is this year's fire prevention message, is acknowledging the sounds of fire. So when you hear that smoke alarm or the fire alarm or the carbon dioxide detector, it's not to go and investigate your own home. It's get out and call 911. So that's kind of our continuing. It always changes. It's always, as people are getting older, as they move from their home into a apartment complex or a senior care complex, the message that we're trying to bring to them changes depending on which stage of life they're in.
Could you share some quick fire safety tips with our audience?
Absolutely. So one of the biggest things that we see over and over is open doors. It is incredibly important to sleep with your bedroom doors closed, to keep doors closed in your home. It stops smoke, it stops fire, it stops heat. it could make the difference of life or death situation, especially for a nighttime fire. Some of the other things that we really like to express to the kids is to keep your bedroom lights on in the event of an emergency. So if the smoke alarm is going off and they check the door with the back of their hand and it's hot, turn on the bedroom light, because when we show up for the fire department, if we see that room is lit up, that's going to draw our attention that there's probably an occupied room. So those are just really little things that we like to try to bring into our school kids. We also say do not open a window. Fire likes oxygen. It likes fresh oxygen. You are creating a path, a draft, a way for that fire to want to get into that room. So go to the window, stay at the window if you can't get out. Try to get out though if you can. If it's a second story window, we understand. There are fire safety devices to help with that, but if you don't have them, then stay at the window with the light on and we will come. We have ladders, we have ways to get into there. The other one that's really important, that's really bad, is people ignore fire alarms. They ignore CO2 detectors. They ignore smoke alarms. They need to leave the sports venue, the restaurant, the hotel, their house. When they hear these things going off, everybody just ignores it. Oh, Dad burnt the toast. Oh, they must have burnt something in the kitchen downstairs. Oh, somebody bumped the fire alarm. Don't ignore it. Get out and wait for somebody to come and tell you that it's safe to go back in. Somebody that knows what has gone on.
Thank you, Mitch, for coming in today and talking about Fire Prevention Week.
Thanks for having me.
Check out kindersleysocial.ca for more information regarding Fire Prevention Week. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Check out kindersleysocial.ca and look out for our free bi-monthly magazines at over 50 locations across Kindersley.